blessed day. I'm going to take this moment right now to affirm anyone who is going through a transition. I had a conversation recently with a close friend of mine, and from the conversation, I gathered that they were really being down on themselves for things that I really wish that they would give themselves grace for. This is a tough journey, especially when you're going through a transformational stage. And it takes a lot out of you. So here's the things that I would say, really, as you're doing that, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace to grow. Don't look back on things that have passed, because even the things that you think were mistakes or wrong directions led to you coming to this place of awareness. And I'm saying this because am I breaking out of it? Am I still in it? Let's say that I had developed a tendency to really not celebrate my progress and really just only look back on the failures. And when you keep doing that, you feel like you're not getting anywhere. What's it for? You're not going, you don't even feel the joy of the experience of transforming. And it is work, but there's also joy inside the work. And when we don't give ourselves grace to be where we are, to understand and sit with it and stop continually browbeating ourselves into some shape that we think that we're supposed to be in, then we can understand that there is growth ahead of us. There'll always be growth ahead of us while we're here. The moment we stop growing and evolving, it's over on this plane. So understand that there is no pinnacle, there is no summit that you reach and then you're like, I'm perfect, I've arrived, I've gotten it. The transformation really comes from the inside when you understand that the joy is in the journey, that the gratitude is in the challenge, because you're learning, you're growing, you're evolving. And I always use this example to try to help people to understand how they might be looking at themselves unrealistically. And that is when you see a baby and they're learning to walk and they're unsteady on their feet. But the moment that they get up from the crawl stage and they're standing on those two little shaky legs and they're so excited they're doing it, we don't go, well, goodness gracious, why are you not walking yet? You should be walking. We're delighted. And when they tumble over, sometimes they may have a hard fall and they'll sit there and they'll look at you like, oh. What I usually do when babies do that is I smile and I laugh like, oh my gosh, did you do that? And then they look at me for cues like, oh, yeah, I did. And there's been times where I'll go, oh, and they go, this is bad, I fell. They respond to our energy. But if you just leave them and you watch them and you observe them in their own, and if they can't see you, sometimes I'll be there and I'll hide around the corner or I'll avert my face because they'll turn and they'll fall and they'll look at me for feedback. And I just look like, Meanwhile, I'm watching them like a hawk out the corner of my eye, and they just go, oh, okay, this is not a big deal. Just get up and keep walking. And I feel like that's how we need to be with ourselves. We are always evolving toddlers into something. And even if you know something mentally, it takes a time for it to evolve and be embodied inside of you. Especially, let me say this and say it very clearly, especially if you're already trying to unlearn a hardwired pattern from your core experience. That's different. That's not just like, let me learn the piano. That's like, let me unlearn how to blink and time my blinking to a certain, like it's almost like it's hardwired in your system when you learn certain habits and messages and all of those things. That's why I say, like, God, if you have a toddler or child, a young child, please watch people. I came from the generation where people are like, oh, they babies, they don't know. They ain't taking in nothing. That is the stage. We're taking in everything and we don't even know it. And then you wonder, why do I have this inferiority complex? Why am I always racked with fear? Why do I feel like I can't move forward? And it's something that we have to constantly keep rewiring ourselves. That is physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually exhausting. And it's sometimes in the minute things that you have to do. The minute things. And all those little minute things that we have to do to keep chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. It can weary your soul. So if you feel like you're in a place where you might feel like you're at a standstill, you're not making as much progress, and everybody else is zooming ahead, and you're, because the deeper the work, it's easy to skate on the surface. You just slide, you glide, and you keep going. But if you're going in and you're doing like deep work that nobody can see, and most people in this culture, in most cultures, don't appreciate or respect, but you know that it's for your soul, like you know that you cannot not do this, that takes a lot out of you. Do all day long. Being, so if you are on a transformational journey, please give yourself grace. Celebrate the journey. There is no end, but the evolution and the elevation comes in being present with what is and accepting what is, embracing what is, enjoying what is. And that doesn't mean you don't look forward. It just means that you're allowing the unfolding of your soul to take place. And if that feels tiring and you need to give yourself space, a break, a nap, a treat, do it, really. And allow your soul to unfold with grace. Be well.